She couldn't yo-yo or read her favorite book. She buried those. Now she missed them. She scratched her head, then paused. She missed the sound of her bracelet clicking too. Meow. Kitty pawed the burial spot. Do you miss your ball? Anna asked. Don't worry, I'll get it for you. So Anna dug up their time capsule. Kitty pounced on the ball. Anna pulled out her bracelet and read her book while yo-yoing under a tree in the garden. The end. So, just to make sure I understand, what was the problem? What problem did our main character Anna start to face? Jordan? No, London? What's the problem? She missed her favorite things that she put inside of the capsule. So what was the solution? How did our character solve it? Mondre. She dug it up and she gave all her stuff back to herself and she gave her ball back to who?
The kitty.
Kitty. Okay, so the cat's name is Kitty. Alright, so let's just imagine for just one moment that we had to do a story report on this story. And you know, on our story report, it has a box that says main suspect, and then it has a box that says witnesses. So who is our main suspect of this investigation? Danae? Anna. But who are the witnesses that maybe if I talk to them, I can find out a little bit more about Anna? Who are my witnesses? Nicholas? The parents, so mom and dad. And there's one more suspect. Who is it, guys? Kitty. Okay, now, here's the difference. I want everyone in here to always get a 100 because I know you guys give 100% and you know this stuff, right? The way to get 100% is to be specific. If the author took the time to give the character a name, when it's time to do an activity, should we just put the girl, the parents, that cat?
No, we should put her name.
We should put her name.
And the kitty.
And the cat's name. Exactly. So remember, when you have your activities in your green folder and you're doing things, Ms. Brown wants you to be specific. I want you to tell me the names and the details. You understand?
Yes.
All right, so we're doing Code Red. We're on our investigation. We're at the time of the time capsule. We have done our read 1. We chunked the text. But you guys, I think I forgot the song.
Oh, I know it.
Can you guys sing it for me one more time? 1, 2, 3.
This story way too long. You need to chunk it. Chunk it. Chunk it. Chunk it. Chunk it. Chunk it.
Okay. I got it. Great job. So, and the chunks look like my arms, right? Do it like this?
No.
Chunk it. Oh, chunk it. All right, I got it. So, now in our Code Red, I want everybody to move that white bead to read 2. Everybody move the white bead to read 2. What does read 2 say? Raise your hand. Christopher. Hey guys, it's Monet with Tick Live. Today is August 22nd. It's a Tuesday and I am here after school just getting some things situated. As you guys know, I only teach 2 classes a day. So yesterday I had 2 classes. Today I had 2 classes. So my lesson planning is actually quite easy because whatever I teach on Monday, I teach again on Tuesday. And honestly, a lot of times my Tuesday is easier because like I kind of have a feel for like how to pace it and what type of responses I'm going to get. I mean, of course, my students are unique in their way. However, I just have that fire going because I just pick up off of where I left off. And so Monday and Tuesday are the same. Wednesday and Thursday are the same. And my Fridays are like assessment Fridays because I only had them for an hour on Friday.
And so they take their spelling test on Friday, and then I do a assessment from like that week. Of course, daily they do things that I can kind of gauge, so that goes into like my formatives. But Fridays when I do like a hardcore do you understand check. I typically don't like to test on Fridays because a lot of times parents check their children out earlier on Fridays, but in this case of being departmentalized and the way we rotate, it just ended up being the best day because I feel like that's fair. Like everybody had 2 days of intense practice and assistance and stuff, so I just do it on Fridays. And so by the time they come in, they turn in their green folder. So these are like pre-packaged. I won't show the name, but it's pre-packaged. On the inside I have their task for the week, and then it's always due on Friday. So every day they bring this green folder. There are some things that we do as a class, there are some things that we do independently, and again, when they come in on Friday, they turn these in on the counter, and they come in and we knock out our 2 assessments and we keep it moving. Today was pretty good. Like, honestly, I'm having a really good year, but this is what I discovered. But this isn't what I discovered, but this is more so just how I feel about this year. I came into this school year with a positive attitude and with a very, very strong fire to just be committed. I kind of gave myself the challenge of, how can my year go if I started off committed to giving my all? Yes, I have 2 kids. Yes, I have a husband. Yes, I want to, spend time with myself and, of course, balance work-life balance. But what would happen if I truly just became purposeful 100% in the classroom, everything from seating to assignments to assessments to engagement with students to engagement with parents? Like, what would my year look like? And thus far, I am on day 13. Well, tomorrow will be day 13 for me, so today's day 12. I am 2 weeks and 2 days into this year, and it is honestly the best year of my career so far. Are my kids challenging? Do they try me? And when I say try me, for those that don't know, do they make it difficult sometimes to love them? Yes, because they will not stop talking. 4th graders are incredibly talkative. Lord, they're just talkative. But I'm just finding new ways to, of course, get them to meet my expectation of how to talk and when to talk. But also, like, I'm finding ways to turn their conversations from mess into ELA stuff. So like, I'm just embracing the fact that they want to talk. Yes, we can talk. Let's talk about this story. Let's talk about our character. What did you get from this? Or what do you think the author is trying to give you in this and that? And so yes, they talk, but they're talking about ELA. I'm not sure if you saw my video on my lesson, how I kicked off my detective unit. Then you'll see that my classroom changed again, and so I'm at the kidney table right now. My standing area is still over there where the heart is. I have them paired right here, have a group of 4 right there. My back table that I was using for my teacher table is actually now a student table over there. My sofa, the floor, an island, a group of 4, island, and then island. And typically at this desk right here, that's where I have like that hip buddy. That's my hip buddy. Like, I can look over, and where my hip is, that's where they are. So that should just let you know, like, my kids are not the easiest kids. My classes vary among sizes. So I have 2 very large classes, and then I have I have 1 small, and then I have like 1 medium. But again, that's not up to me. That's just my roster. But thus far, everything is going well. The kids really liked my close reading kits, and I can show you that really quick just to give a little explanation. So yesterday and today was the kickoff for the classrooms for the detective unit. I told them that they are reading detectives. The stories are their crime scenes. We're looking in to see our main suspect. We're looking in to see our witnesses, things of that nature. And they ate it up. They were very excited. When they came in, I played the Mission Impossible theme song, you know, dun 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 dun. So that was playing, and I, you know, at the door I was like, "Are you ready to accept this mission?" And they got their green folders. They had these hats. These are the like fedora plastic hats. There were a pack of 12, and I bought 3 packs of 12. My kits. This is the cover for the kit. It says Detective Top Secret Close Reading Kit. They have their confidential Top Secret pencil, magnifying glass, and these literally magnify. They're not just play. The kids can see through them pretty good. And then this is their Code Red. I actually have 3 different designs for Code Red, but this one just says Code Red, read every detail. And it talks about the first read, second read, inferring, and when you initially get a story or a text to look at the text features and pictures. I did laminate them to make them more durable. I have a pipe cleaner, and this is just how I can gauge where exactly they are inside of their story. Like, are they just opening it up and then looking at the pictures and looking at the text features, or are they in a second read and looking for key details? And that way I know how to interact with them as I'm walking around. Another thing that I had inside, I took it out because they won't need it tomorrow. But they have their detective badges, which they really like, and I let them wear to lunch, and they just felt so cool. Today I'm putting in just a marker, like a thin marker. I don't have highlighters. I don't have enough highlighters, and I don't have any money to go get highlighters that can like fit inside of my tub. And the tub is like the ones that come from Michael's, you know. I did not hot glue the cover in, because what I'm thinking is I would rather just put all of my detective theme stuff in a bag, and that way I can still use these kits for whatever comes in the future. Like the next one we're gonna do a safari when we actually get into nonfiction. Is it nonfiction? Yeah. So I'm actually gonna do a safari theme where we're gonna like focus on different animals and tundras, and so I would rather just put in my new cover, my new tools for them, and go from there. So I'm excited about that one. That'll be in 8 weeks. Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm putting it all together. By that time, I would have gotten paid. But everything I usually get comes from Party City, Amazon, Oriental Trading, which is like a party supply website where they have a lot of stuff in like big numbers, and a dollar store. Like all my stuff is super cheap. I got magnifying glasses. They were 40. You got 40 for $5, I want to say. So I have more than enough of these if they were to break them or take them, which they won't because I count them. Like I pat them down before they go out the door. But yeah, so thus far it's going really well. They're very hype. I can tell that they're really analyzing it almost like in a competitive spirit. Like, I'm going to find out who's the main suspect, and I'm going to find the witnesses. And did you see that detail? And so we're headed in the right direction. The trick will be to get them to do that when there isn't a theme, when there isn't a hat on top of their head or a badge on their shirt. That's the trick, getting them to turn it on and keep it on.